Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Messerschmitt 100 here, back with another tank review. Today it is the Chinese Tier 8 premium medium tank, the T-34-3. Now, first, here in garage, it's a problem. I can't turn the camera to the back of the vehicle. That's going to be a problem. And also get me kind of nervous with all the tanks aiming at me. I mean, what have I done now? And you have to stop making YouTube videos, Messerschmitt. You have to stop, if not we're going to blow all your tanks to shit. Hopefully that's not the message. Now, the T-34-3 was an experimental tank by the Chinese, and it was never produced or set in mass production in large numbers. I think it only was 1 or 2 prototypes, and as I said, it was never used in combat. Hero of tanks, they are of course used in combat. Hit points, 1300 hit points. It will carry you quite a long way in a tier 8 match, but still it can be lacking. The Panther has, and also the Panther 88, the German tier 8 machine, this has switched over to mediums, has 1500 hit points. So it might be lacking in that respect. Although it is still, it's going to hold out pretty long. The weight and load limit on my way, 36.15 tons is a very light vehicle, and you can maximum weigh 48, but there's no equipment I can put on it to make it so heavy. And the engine power is very good, 520 horsepower for this vehicle. It gets up in speed relatively quickly, but it's still a little bit sluggish. Top speed is 50 kilometers per hour, and you can reach that top speed. As I said, it's a little bit sluggish, but it will reach the top speed. It has a very good 46 traverse speed. The turret has a traverse speed of 46 degrees, which is really well. This thing can react really quickly to dangers popping up. Now, armor. The whole armor is where this tank is getting let down. 90 in the front, 50 at the side, and 50 in the rear. If you get shot in the hull, they're going to penetrate. But the turret is a completely different story. 190 at the front, 120 at the side, and 60 at the rear. And remember, this turret is sloped and rounded. People are going to bounce off from the turret. They're never going to penetrate. Now, there's a problem with the cannon. And there's a problem with this cannon on this tank, I would say. Because it is the pretty much the Russian 122mm gun. It has a slow rate of fire, 4.48 rounds per minute. And the average penetration for standard AP is 175mm. For high explosive anti-tank or heat, it is 250mm, and high explosive, it is a 61mm. Now, the damage on AP and high explosive anti-tank is the same at 390, which is pretty well for a medium tank. It packs a really heavy punch. And the high explosive at 530. If you manage to get around with the American heavy tanks and shoot them, you might penetrate, and you can do a lot of damage, plus maybe set the engine on fire. The accuracy is really bad, and the aim time is really bad. Now, there's where the problem with these tanks comes really into view, because with this slow aim time and accuracy, coupled with the serious turret traverse and hull traverse, makes that you can really quickly get this gun around to point at the enemies, but you have to wait for it to aim before you fire. If not, you're going to miss. That's why I have been putting on this tank the equipment, gun rammer to get the reload time up, has gun lane drive to make it more accurate, and improve ventilation class 2, because of all around. You can also choose a vertical stabilizer Mark 1 for 20 plus accuracy during turret rotation. It is a very good crew trainer, I must say. I used T-34 tank crew because I don't have any other medium tank crews, so just simply use them. Same with all the other Chinese vehicles. For the commander skills, we got Jack of all trades on the commander, driver, snapshot. No, sorry, that's a gunner. Gunner, snapshot, driver, smooth ride, and situation awareness, because it has not exactly best view range, but signal range is pretty okay. And of course, snapshot and smooth ride for the gunner and driver makes it this gun gets the aiming time further down, which you need to have, because if not, you are not going to hit anything. And I mean literally everything. You can miss at a barn with this tank. It is that inaccurate when you turn the turret around. Of course, if you derp them in the side, you generally fuck them up real bad. And now let's go to the weak spots of this tank. The turret is not a weak spot. I don't know if this. I think this is an air filter. I don't think this is a weak spot. I don't know if the machine gun ports is weak spot, but the cupolas are definitely weak spots. Shoot in the cupolas and you will penetrate. Now, if you angle the tank at an extreme angle and they hit your frontal plate like this, they're going to bounce. The gun is really easy to knock out, unfortunately. And also another problem with the gun, it can only go down 2 or 3 degrees and up 15. It has an extremely poor depression. Now for the ammo load. A standard 122mm armor piercing through Han by 471 will cost you 1025 credits. So beware, if you miss a lot of shots, you can lose a lot of money. A high explosive anti-tank pool 471 will cost you 5600 credits. So it is quite an expensive shot, but I pack one anyway in case I meet something very heavily armored from the front. And a 122mm high explosive Shah Bahu 471 will cost you only 680 credits. It's very good if you meet also the German glass cannons, Rheinmetall, Borsig, Waffenträger auf Panzer IV, the Steuer Emil, or the Nashorn. If you fire this, you will really fuck him up. It is a very good. I think it's a very good tank. It's maneuverable, it's fast, and you got the gun to really fuck up people. Yeah, and if you get on the sides of people, you're going to do immense damage. And with your mobility, you can get yourself out of situations, not getting hit, flank them. This is a very good tank for flanking and in general. But remember, if they hit your hull, they will penetrate, guaranteed. That's why I have the Jack of all trades for commander in case my crew get knocked out, especially my driver. And you will really feel it here. If the driver is knocked out, you are going to be much slower and going to move a lot more like a cement block. So beware of that. And also keep in mind your reload time is pretty much 10 seconds or above. I think it's 13-15 second reload time on the gun, even with my upset. So keep in mind that the tracks are quite large, so they might help you, but you got a massive area where there isn't any tracks. If they shoot you here, they are going to penetrate. It's only 50mm, and you are going to be in enormous amount of hurt. Also, if you shoot down at the lowest side of the turret around here, you might hit the turret ring, especially from the side. You'll hit the turret ring, jam the turret, and this thing will be a sitting duck. If you get surrounded, you will not last long. I mean, you will just be beaten the shit out of like big caliber guns. Artillery is not really the big danger of this tank. Although if they hit you, they're going to damage, but again, you're pretty maneuverable. So it isn't certain that they will hit you. So that isn't the biggest danger of this tank. The biggest danger is to hit by the sides or in the hull generally. But if you have the hull covered up by rocks or something, you will do generally well. Or also ambush tactics. Wait for the enemy to wait behind a rock, for them to drive out, and you can shoot them in the back or better in the rear without them noticing you. And if they are at only 350 hit points, they are a one-shot kill. And you will not run out of ammo on this thing, so just keep firing, really. I have a lot of HE, maybe I should get a little less, but it's still pretty good and will still pack a really big punch if it penetrates. I have been driving once over a what was it again? It wasn't over a Panther. Sorry, a Panther, not the 88, not the Panther 88, but a normal Panther. And when I was above him, I fired down with high explosives. It went through his cupola and it blew him apart because of the ammo storage. So this tank can do a lot of damage. It is not very easy to outflank this tank though, because of its quick turret and hull traverse. And yeah, but there is of course a big problem with this tank. It is the most expensive premium tank in the game. Medium tank that you can get in the premium shop and in the tech trees. I think it's cost 12,000 actually. No, 11,000. 11,000 gold, which is, how much is it for? It's almost a half year of premium account. So you choose what you want to use this for, but I think it's a lot of fun. You will get quite a lot of experience. Let's see on how I do in the statistics for this vehicle. I have 56 battle in it. I generally don't win as much, but whatever. Damage ratio, okay. Destruction ratio, yeah. Experience per battle, there's better than 500 experience every single battle. I cause about 841 damage every battle, but I receive some more because I'm very aggressive in this tank. I do play very aggressively, and I'm not playing safe. Cost per assistance, well yeah, and maximum destroyed battle is 3, and I have done in one battle 2,790 damage, which is quite a lot for a medium tank to do even at this tier. Yeah, spotter. But the problem with this is that it's a percentage. I do generally, as I play aggressively, I get up into the face of the enemy, which is good because this tank cannot hit at very long ranges, but it will also expose my hull, and I generally get destroyed a lot because of shots to my hull. That was all for this tank. I will of course come back with more of the heavy Chinese 112. I will do a review on pretty soon as well, but not immediately after this. Well, that was all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of my content on this channel. And yeah, that was all for now. So keep your barrel clean, your ammo dry, and I will see you on the battlefield. Messerschmitt 100, over and out.